Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray, and I'm back at you with a weekly stock market update. Uh, what you see right now on the screen is the SPX. Right now, we're gonna go over the expected move for the week. Right now, the option chain is telling us that for the week, uh, ending on Friday the 6th, we got a expected move of $67.02. And I'm gonna tell you right now, just me personally, I am a little bullish going into the week. I think we'll just drift higher. That's just what I think. Friday, the day closed with a nice move to the upside. If you look at the futures market over here, and we look at the S&P 500 futures, we had almost a whole percent. We did get that in the Nasdaq futures. Got half a percent in the Dow and the Russell. If you look right over here on the screen on the SPX right here, you can see we in a small range. I'll just draw that out, make it real easy to see right here. We got a little range right here, right? And you can see right here on this candlestick was a full green candle, and then we had almost like a doji, and then we just kind of been in this range. Well, look what happened on Friday. Nice green candle to the upside. And I expected coming into this gap right here to fill this gap that we get a little resistance right here. So I fully expect us to get to this next level higher, um, sometime, if not next week, maybe the week after. Even if we decide to chop a little bit more, it's possible. But I think overall we'll go and take these all-time highs out. Now we retraced already more than 50% of the move, so I expect us to go higher. Now let's look at the SPY, and you can see I got levels here, right? And you can see it came to this level right here on the Fibonacci extension. This level held. The market retraced a little bit, and now it looks like it's getting ready to break this level. The next level I have up is 570. To be exact, we would say 571.38, right? But I like nice whole round numbers. So right up here at 570 is my next level up, before we see some more resistance at that point. Um, let's go also want to bring up, let's go look at the triple Qs. Now, we're going to zoom out. And I was looking at this as I was preparing to do this video. Now, I did not have this level right here on, but I seen this, just, zooming out, looking at some stuff. And then when you look at it, you can see from this weekly, now this is a weekly chart, you can see from the beginning of 2023, the final level up here is right around, let's call it 515, maybe even 514, right? You see right here, five is somewhere right around, we'll call it, what is that? 514, we'll call it that, right? If you're looking at that on the weekly, now let's drop down because you can see I have levels on intraday. Now I'm dropping down. I'm looking at a 1 hour. So what I'm doing now is looking for confluence. Now you can see right here, here was a level on the weekly chart. You can even see the consolidation here, all the way right around in this level right here. This is a weekly, right? See how that weekly level coincide with this level right here on the intraday, how they overlap. And then the market came there and you can see the chop. You can even see the pattern right here. Like if I were to draw a trend line from this high down in here into here, you can see it looks like the market is getting ready to try to break to the upside, possibly, right? So we want to use what we seen in the SPY, and then also look at the triple Qs to see if we see similar, chart structure or pattern structure. Now, I do have a call on in this particular I bought the 495 call. We can go look at it. Got 47 days on it, right? Look at the expected move for this particular expiration, this monthly. Is right there around expected move will put you down right around 500, right? And I own the 495 call. That's not a coincidence. Like when I was looking at buying this trade, I picked, using my deltas, and you can see I got a 59% probability of touching this particular level right here. Now, we're gonna go back to the chart. 495 is gonna put us right there, right? And let's look over. That's gonna be right around the gap fill. Now let's go back to the daily. So right around that gap fill right here is where I'm expecting this market to go. Now, what I will do is this. If the SPY reaches this level up at 570, before this level is reached on this 495, I will close this call. I'm going to close this call once the SPY hits 570 or whichever one happens first, because this is closer. This 570 can possibly be hit this week. And the expected move, let's look at it. It's putting us up right at 570. You guys see that? Right at 570 for the week. It's going to put us to finish that. So more than likely, I will close this call at that point, because if the market and the SPY hits this 570, I expect for it to, chop and maybe get some resistance here and pull back. So I will close this NASDAQ call. So the NASDAQ sometimes moves a little bit more than the SPY. So I would expect to see maybe it take out this high. So it take out this high right here and hit right here. I'll go ahead and close it out and take whatever little profit I have. If I was to get maybe a $10 move in the option, if we look at it and say it moves $10, that'll put us right up here around this area. And I'll close it out for maybe what, about 900 bucks, make a little bit of profit on it. I won't hold it past it. And then what I'll do is sit and assess the market at that point. Now, I also wanted to, let's go back. This is a daily chart right here. So I also wanted to look and show you just how the candlesticks and how everything is lining up. I still could be wrong, but look at this hammer candlestick. This long wick kind of looks like Thor's hammer. And then a lot of times when I see those similar to this, it's like it's indicative of like candlestick, like beating the market up. That's how you kind of look at it. That's a bullish candlestick, right? So I want to see it go here, take this level out, and then go higher. So that's the setup for the week. So I'm bullish overall for the week. Now, with that being said, let's go and look at some other setups that I have identified for this particular video. Intel came up. Now you may be saying, excuse me, the Intel, like Intel's been getting beat down, right? It has been. And I don't this is not a fundamental analysis at all. I'm going through charts. I noticed this pattern down here, this trend line, got a touch here, touch here. Now right here didn't quite come down, made a low. Now let's see if you can make this look. Made a low here, high, and then a higher low. See how this candlestick took this out here? We'll hide these drawings. Uh, this candlestick took this high out, and now we got a little gap, right? So at that point, I just started looking at levels, and I actually came intraday to look at them. Break high, pull back. Here's your bull flag, right? 1, 2, 3, gap higher. This level held here, gapped over this one, chopped around here. Next one up on Intel is right around 22.89. It's about 80 cents away. Market may gap on Monday morning, but we'll see. I don't know if and then they got another level at 24, another level right around 24. Let's call it 24.50. So that's $2.50 to the upside, and about the low is down here at 19.50. So that's what, maybe 250 to the downside. So it's basically a risk of 1 to 1. It's a couple ways to trade that. Um, I may look at selling a put, but I'll see, or just buying it outright. I mean, just jumping in here and going ahead and just buying the stock, some doing a cover call or something like that, or selling a put. Got a 51 IV rank. So if I sold the put I'd sell is probably this 22 right here. That's basically at the money. You can sell the right here $21. You know, I like to get at least a buck. Not gonna get a buck if you did a cover call, bought 100 shares, sold maybe the 20 right here 25. Couple ways to do it. You're not getting a lot of juice in these options. That's why I would come close to the money if I was gonna sell this put right there. Couple ways to pay, or you just buy it outright. Excuse me, but if I bought it outright, my stop got to go down here right below 19.50, and then I'm taking profit at, maybe 25. Excuse me, 24.50 right up here. So that's risking one to make one. I noticed that. Let's go look at. Yeah, it could go higher. It could go ahead and fill this gap, right? It's possible. Um, just got to be. Uh, I don't. The stock is it's going down like this for a reason, right? So I would just be. I wouldn't. I wouldn't risk a whole lot. Got to know what you're doing. But this is on my radar. Another one that came up. This is a REIT. Regency Centers Corp is a REIT. And now I'm gonna go zoom out. This is a weekly. This is give me something to drink. This one right here, with it being a weekly, this could play out. You can see how long it chopped in this range. It chopped in. Now this is a 5-year chart, so this gotta be this back in 2022, where it started chopping around here in July, June of this level. I mean, so this has been like 2 years, but it's sitting in there just going back and forth. Now, does it now with it being a REIT, so you collecting, a dividend on it. Um, so you be making a little money on there. You ain't really losing your money and you collecting a dividend. Now, if you got in back here, that's saying something. You got a nice little collection going. Even in here, you just collecting dividends. Now, look at what it's doing right here. It's nasty work. Breaking out of this pattern. So this would have been your 1, 2, 3, your 4s when you get your patterns, and then we got 5 coming. I do think that it will take out this high right here. Now, how long? Like I said, each one of these candlesticks is weak, and it's already up, right? I don't know if it's not overbought. Let's hide the drawings. Let's look at it like this. It is on a 75 on the RSI, right? But that doesn't mean necessarily that it's gonna, that it can't go higher. Just keep in mind each candlestick is a week. So you could get a red candlestick for a week. A couple weeks, it could chop, even pull back a little bit. But overall, I do like it to go take this high out. So this may not be a bad, and it has a low IV. Low IV meaning there isn't a whole bunch of risk or a whole bunch of fear being priced in to the option chain, which is to me, that's another sign for me to, if I, to hold on to this, to buy it. So I look at it. I gotta look at and see how I line up. I'm just it don't have option wise, and it's getting ready to pay a dividend on the 12th of September. Option wise, it's not a real good option play. Options are not liquid. You don't have weeklies, so you can't really play around in the option market in here. You're not gonna make any money. I wouldn't trade options here. You set up to lose. Um, this pretty much the only way to play it is an outright buy. Other than that, I don't really see another way of playing this. But I do like the chart. I love the chart setup. This is a weekly, so you got time to mess. I wouldn't put a whole lot into it though. More than you can afford to lose. You got to be um, you got to be okay with the risk, right? Let's take a look at what else did I want to look at. Now, some of these are on here from last week, so I'll go over last week's video, and we will come in here and look at SMH. Do I got levels on SMH? SMH, look at it. Here we go. Here we go. So you got your came down, held right here, gapped up. Now look, if SMH breaks out, takes this high out, we could run. We could really run in SMH. If we break out this high right around, let's call it 244.60, I wouldn't be surprised to see it run. So we gotta squeeze down here. Now I'm on the hourly, looking at intraday, right? So if I'm trading this, uh, my stop got to be right here. So this is one, you know, it's pretty liquid, so you can come in here and maybe sell, do something cheap, put spread. What is that? 236 right there. Maybe sell the 235, buy the 230. Do a little put spread. That's something I may do. By the way, I may put that on. It's a couple ways. Buying calls. I don't know if I'd buy a call right here, right? But I do like to put selling the put spread, maybe even buying the call spread. Let's take a look. I do like the setup though. Let's take a look at FSLR. FSLR. Let's go back to the daily. You see it hit a level right here on the daily and wicked. Like that level right there acted as perfect resistance, then pull back. So I would just, if you're still holding this position, which I probably wouldn't be, I was saying I would have took profit here. If you are, you got to be selling calls. I think, my opinion. If I'm still holding, if I was somebody and I was still holding long shares, the next level up is here. I don't know what we're gonna get to get that to happen, but I'd be selling calls, or I would have took profit here. I just keep it on here so I can continue to look at it. Because if I come intraday and I see something in it, like I seen in SMH, then that would leave me an opportunity to get long, which it is above the purple line, the 9 SMA, but it's still the 20 is holding as resistance. So don't know about that one. As opposed to looking at SMH, you can see it's above the 9, it's above the 20, and it's above the 40. So this one looks totally different. Why I would maybe get long here as opposed to FSLR on the intraday here. Let's look at, we'll take a look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA um, sitting right here, just holding. I don't really see any change. I still got it going higher. Just don't know when we're gonna get the move, right? Do have a Harami candlestick pattern right here. This body, see this candlestick sitting in here? That's a nice Harami. So I'm looking for a big move this week in either direction. I don't know which direction. But when I see these candlestick patterns, to me, this is the best candlestick pattern to look for. When I see these, I start looking for big moves, either gap down or sometime this week gapping up. So let's save that. So I will look at that. And let's see, what is this? Blackstone. We'll look at Blackstone. Blackstone look good. I like this candlestick right here. Look at this candlestick. Look at this hammer. Yeah, buddy. I like this one. I like this to go higher and take these highs out at 145. We're moving on up. I like Blackstone. So um this is one of those ones. This is one of those ones. I like Blackstone. Everything on my list I like. So I'll be coming to this list as the market opens up Monday morning to look. The best one I like though, I like SMH. I like SMH on the intraday. Um, we'll see how it opens on the intraday right here. You break this, it gap up and take this out. This might be a nice intraday trade. Maybe to buy a call or something. It got to be something like in and out that day, right? Got to, maybe boom, buy that. And then after you make a couple $100, get out of it, right? So I'll be watching SMH on Monday morning. Did I didn't look at Meta. Let's look at Meta. Look at Meta holding right here to see how these moving averages are close together. It look like we're getting ready to get something right here. Look like we're getting ready to get something. We go back to the daily. I do think at some point now you can see how Meta hit all its levels. I never really trade to the 461, but it did go up there. If we go back to the intraday chart on Meta from here, see I hit all the levels, right? I really can take this off now, right? Because it hit all these levels. So it completed that particular cycle without going out taking out the beginning of the cycle. Now in this range right here, look at this pattern. At some point, I do think Meta will break out and take these highs out and run. Just don't know, right? But when it gets up around this level right here, it's go time. It's gonna be go time in Meta. So I like that overall as a bullish setup. This week, I don't know, it could get more chopped this week. Going into this week, I like I'm looking at the SPY, right? Coming in here and take these highs out. This may be my top plays would be the SPY, uh, SMH, Intel, and what was the other one? I like and Blackstone. I like all of them. I like all of them. Look at Regency on the daily. So that's nasty work right there. That's good work. So I'll be watching all of these. Come Monday morning, I will see how the pre-market looks, and then I'll pick which one. I'll probably do some scalping on Monday. I may even come and do some live trading Monday morning because I think we're gonna get some good work Monday morning. So hey guys, with that being said, hopefully you got something out of the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're looking at. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.